So this is part 2 of our kind of spotlight on Voyage Maison fabrics. So they're, like I said, they're one of our best selling ones. They're reasonably priced, great quality. Today we're going to be looking at some plain fabrics and also the Diffusion collection. So these are the Diffusion weaves. So these are kind of floral patterns. A lot of them are kind of very lightly embroidered, so they don't have a lot of texture on them. So these are all part of the Flora range. So there's lots of different kind of colourways, different kind of neutral tones. Here's an example of it made up as a curtain. So as you can see, it's quite a small print compared to others, so you get quite a full image on their curtains. Again, it comes in different colourways, so you've got your kind of more rust colours and you've got your kind of blues. And you've got orange and purple, so they do these in a variety of colours to choose whatever you've got already in your home. So you want to match it to your original decor, you want to add more colours in, you've got that option. So, again, slightly different kind of floral designs, just different shapes of buds, different kind of leaf variations. There we go. And then they've also got, apart from the floral, they've got the kind of more geometric, more kind of abstract designs on these. So again, if you want a kind of one that doesn't have such an obvious print on them, these are a great option. So again, lots of different kind of colourways of the same design. You've got more neutral kind of slates, and then you've got your greens and your blues. Again, this one is more of a kind of tree effect, so that's what it looks like when it's made up in a curtain. But this is kind of just your sample. So that's the kind of tree there, and then you've got your kind of background colour. And again, it comes in different colourways. They also have a kind of more textured fabric. Here. So this one's kind of more of a kind of dotted kind of mottled effect, whereas this is kind of more the kind of nature inspired kind of fern leaves. And these ones are kind of called the Farley. So again, different colourways. They tend to do lots of different colourways of the same designs to suit all your different kind of tastes. Again, so they've got kind of neutral designs and they've got more colourful ones, like your kind of your cerise there, got your kind of bright red. Similarly in the other pattern, same idea, different kind of colourways. So it's a great choice of different colours, like I say, so it doesn't matter what your palette is you're working with, there's always a lot of choice. There we go. So in this picture they've shown them in cushion covers, so they're, like I say, most of these fabrics are good for curtains, but you can use them for soft furnishings as well. There you go. And then again, this is a kind of floral kind of woven one. These have more of a satin finish than the previous ones, and these ones are called Listaro. Same idea, different colourways, different designs. So these are kind of your smaller leaves, and then you've got your larger kind of florals here. So these are kind of bolder colours. You've got your cerise, but you've also got your neutrals in the background, so you can either pick out the colour or you can go with a more neutral design. Reds. Again, there's warm tones, cool tones, everything to suit whatever your interiors are. There you go. And then it's the kind of more larger print, a bit more fun. It's kind of larger leaves. If you want to make more of a statement. There you go. Again, different colourways, blues, greys, neutrals. And these ones are called the Barrington, the ones with the larger print. And then some more variations. Again, these are kind of more embroidered lightly, and these are on a kind of polyester cotton. Different florals, more kind of illustration like. Those ones. Voyage also do a range of kind of plain weaves. So if you want to go for a plain fabric or you want to tie in a pattern with a plain, they've got lots of options. So this book I'm going to show you is Woven Chapter 8. There's lots of different kind of ones, but this is the one we'll show you today. So again, there's lots of different kind of fabric types. So these are kind of your velvets. These are 100% polyester velvet. And then we also have, on this side, so these ones are your polyester, viscose and linen mix. And then a kind of softer, more tactile one they have in 100% polyester, but it's got a kind of velveteen finish. So yeah, these ones, again, lots of different colours, depending on what you're going for. So there's neutrals, there's brights. Same in this one, these ones are kind of more neutral again, more kind of pastel shades. And then in your linen viscose mix, same idea. Again, these are kind of more muted, but yeah, lots of different colourways to match whatever you're working with. And then also in the Diffusion range, we've got large examples of the fabric. So this is a large floral. Yeah, so this one again, this one is Farley. Again, it's got that kind of paintwork effect, so you've got all the kind of colours bleeding into each other with a nice kind of watercolour illusion. Lots of different colours again. Quite a large floral. They also do nice geometric ones. For example, we have this one here, and we also have it in kind of bluer tones. Again, this is a smaller print, ideal for kind of if you've got a smaller space you want to fill, curtains or roller blind. And we also have it in a more kind of purple tone there. Again, lots of different colourways, lots of colours within those ones. And then, that's out the way. We have more florals here. So again, these ones have your kind of neutral background, your florals that are picking out all the colour. This one has a kind of butterfly also in it, which matches all the colour tones that are in the flowers. Good way of tying them together. So that one's your farfalla, and this one is clovely. If you want one that's kind of more colour and less neutral, we have this one, which again has got that kind of painterly effect, so the colours kind of bleed into each other a bit more. It's a less of an obvious pattern. Again, different colourways. We've got these ones all cotton linen. Okay. Similarly, they have a kind of large leaf design. These ones are on a kind of cooler toned background, rather than just your kind of neutral creams and whites. So again, different kind of variations of the colours. Go. Again, moving on to more abstract designs. We have the Macappa. So this is all kind of circular. Again, more along the geometric theme. And these ones, yep, so it's Macappa. Also have, so again, this one here. There's another floral one. Again, this one's kind of more abstract. The water kind of colour effect is more kind of bled into it, so you get more of the neutrals coming through. Again, different colourways, yellows, pinks, oranges. And this one has got even more colours in it, so it's a lot if you want to pick out lots of different colours, rather than just your kind of your standard blues, your purples, but then this one here has kind of got all the colours in it. So it just depends on your taste really, but there's lots to choose from. So this one is the Kiribati one, and it's got a picture there of it on a cushion. So like I say, all these fabrics work well with soft furnishings, roller blinds, pelmets, if you want to do a runner as well as curtains. Some more floral designs for you here.
What are we up to? Social media?
I'm doing everything. Blues and pinks. There we go. Lots of florals. Again, different kind of neutral background, different variations of the same. And that one is the Jarvis range. So going along again the kind of water brushwork theme with Diffusion, but this one is just kind of your flat colours rather than being a floral. So again, there's two kind of different pattern ways. There's kind of the smaller one, depending if you want a smaller print, or there's the larger kind of ink blot. Again, lots of lovely colours, blues, pinks. There's a kind of larger one so you can see it fully. So again, these are great if you want to have a pop of colour in your room. And then the last one I have to show you is this one here. So it's a neutral one. Again, it's got the kind of floral pattern, but it's only picking out some colours in the floral. The rest is kind of left in a kind of neutral tone. So it's a little bit more subtle, but it's a lovely fabric, and that one is called Benedina. So yeah, that's the end of part 2. Please like and subscribe to our videos, and we'll hopefully be showing you more soon. Thank you.